I'm suffering with a balance issue on my fake assistant account and fake model account. So I do outreach on Instagram with those accounts, and like those accounts are really were really well branded. Okay, so it's a little bit important for me, and I get banned on those accounts like 3 times in a row, and I unbanned it too, but get banned again, and I don't know like what is the problem. Like if I have to change the device, I checked my IP address and everything is good, I think. Like I want to know if when I change the device, if it will change something, because I get banned 3 times in a row. Like if I get flagged 3 times and unbanned it, like I want to know if the account gets flagged like for life, or it can like I can resolve that problem.
Got you. So first of all, I'll give you the hard and like the heartbreaking truth: the account is cooked. So if you get flagged 3 times on the same handle, your account is probably cooked, and we need to figure out a way to move on, which I'm going to come to. But we are currently doing a massive ban study, because this problem that an account gets flagged or banned, an unbanned rep gets paid, and they unban it successfully, but then that account just gets banned all over the place again. That's a very massive problem right now, and we're doing a massive study on that, which the SOP for that is coming in the next following days, because I've also talked to Liquid, who's been a partner of OFMOS the whole time, talked to a bunch of people, I've even talked to my own marketing team, right? Now, I'll give you the reasons why this can happen from Instagram side, not filtering in the unbanned people, and then I'm gonna tell you what will fix every single point, because we don't know for sure, right? So the first thing that can happen is face similarity, meaning obviously chain ban. If there's multiple accounts with her face on IG, there's a chance IG just discovered that you're using her content, even if it's the same owner, and you're gonna get flagged with the same face again, right? Reason number one. Second one is just a similar account pattern. So again, might not be the case, but it's one of the couple of possible things for everyone in the call here. So similar names, similar handles, similar profile picture, similar posts, even if it's not directly the same ones, but if it's too obvious, it's the same account. I mean, IG isn't stupid, and we're in the age of AI. So IG is gonna figure that shit out sooner or later. So that might be the problem if there's multiple accounts set up like hers. Makes sense. Now, the device is a huge part of the problem. Like the device, it's yin and yang. The device is not the entire problem, but most of the times a very huge problem, right? So the IP could be something, but we don't know which one of those it is. Maybe it's a combination, and maybe it's just because of the unbanned reps, because they're not doing that on purpose, by the way. That's just a phenomenon that's been happening. So ignoring that, because the SOP is coming, what are the action steps to actually fix that, to kind of work our way through the list, right? First of all, with the device, very simple. Factory reset the device or buy a new phone, depending on like how long you've used it. If the accounts are that important, might as well buy a new one. If you've had like 50 accounts on there, like factory resetting ain't gonna do shit. But make sure your device is as clean as they come. So new device, factory reset, makes sense. Now, next of all, when you do that, set up a new US device from scratch, right? So language, region, time zone, block all the geolocation services on your iPhone. So we start from a super clean point. There can't be a single shadow of doubt on Instagram system, and create a fresh Apple ID, have a fresh Google account, real US address, there's websites for that. Now, when we create new accounts, or even when we log into those, the warm-up time on IG accounts has just been skyrocketed, right? So I remember talking to you guys like a year ago when I told you, yeah, you can have like a 3 or 4 day warm-up, which at the time was all they needed. But nowadays, we, like Ben already said in his SOP, we want to have 14-day warm-ups at least. So for the first 2 weeks, we're just focusing on human behavior. We're not sending messages. We're not trying to get views. We're not trying to put a link anywhere, whether it's a model account or like an assistant account in your case. Meaning that's our first couple of action steps, right? Completely device reset. It can't be the device if we do that. Have a full-on new Apple ID, new account. Have a full-on warm-up phase. So everything from IG's point of view so far looks legit. That's our first action step. So just filter out all the things we mentioned before, right? Now, obviously, like explained in the SOP, check the fraud score of your IP, check if your IP may be also part of the issue, which most likely it isn't, because then you would have had that problem a bunch of times on every single account. And like I said, we are dropping a study for the unbanned thing. So follow these steps so far, but we are going to come out with a solution to the unbanned people very, very soon. Because like I said, everyone I talk to has that. We have that in our own agency, even from verified people like Liquid that are literally having the highest influence on your accounts, even they are suffering from that. So I'm going to drop that, but let me know if that answers the question so far.